Cardi B breaks down to tears as she talks wedding to Stef Diggs in exclusive interview. The room was silent, except for the hum of cameras and the quiet murmur of producers whispering behind the scenes. Cardi B sat in a sleek white chair, her hair cascading down her shoulders in soft curls, wearing a cream-colored dress that shimmered under the lights. Across from her sat the interviewer, but it was clear that today wasn't just about fame, or music, or gossip. It was about love, raw, real, and unfiltered. When the cameras started rolling, Cardi took a deep breath. Her voice trembled slightly as she said, "This ain't just another chapter in my life. This is the one I never thought I'd get to write." Her eyes glistened. Everyone watching could tell she was holding back tears. Falling in love with Stef Diggs. Cardi spoke softly, recalling the first time she met Stefon Diggs. "It wasn't planned. It wasn't staged. We met at a charity event in Miami," she explained with a faint smile. "I was performing, he was there supporting. I didn't even know who he was at first, but the way he carried himself, so calm, so confident, it was different. He wasn't trying to impress me, he was just real." She laughed through her tears, shaking her head. "At first, I told myself, nah, I'm not doing this love thing again. I'd been through too much." But then he kept showing up. Texting me every morning just to ask if I ate, making me laugh when I was mad. He made me feel safe again. Cardi's voice cracked when she added, "You know how rare that is for me? To feel safe." The room fell silent again. Healing from the past. The interviewer gently asked how she managed to open her heart again after everything she had been through. Cardi's eyes grew distant. "I had to learn that healing don't come from people apologizing, it comes from you forgiving yourself," she said. "I used to think being strong meant not crying, but Stef showed me that being strong means being real with your emotions." She paused, wiping a tear from the corner of her eye. "He told me one night, you don't gotta be Cardi B with me. Just be Belcalis." That hit me hard. It was the first time in a long time someone saw me, not the fame, not the attitude, just me. The proposal that changed everything. When the interviewer asked about the proposal, Cardi let out a soft laugh that melted into tears. "I didn't expect it at all," she said, fanning her face. "We were in Turks and Caicos, celebrating my birthday. I thought it was just a regular dinner, candles, music, the ocean behind us, and then suddenly, he got on one knee." She broke down again, covering her mouth as her makeup artist quietly handed her a tissue. "I froze. I couldn't believe it. He told me, 'I know what love feels like now because of you.' I swear, my heart just stopped. I've had big moments in my life, Grammys, sold-out shows, but that was the realest moment ever." She looked up and whispered, "That's when I knew, I'm home." Cardi's emotional confession. At one point, the interviewer asked what scares her most about marriage. Cardi's hands trembled slightly as she answered, "Losing it. Not the fame, not the money, but losing us. You know, when you love someone that deep, it's like they hold your heartbeat in their hands. And you just pray they never drop it." Her vulnerability was striking. She took a deep breath. Gathering her thoughts. "I've messed up before, I've been messed over before, but this love. It's different. Stef taught me that real love don't need an audience, it just needs honesty." She looked straight into the camera, tears streaming down her face. "I want the world to know, I'm not the same woman I was years ago. I've grown, I've healed, and I'm ready to build forever with him." Plans for the wedding. When asked about the wedding plans, Cardi's face lit up again. "It's gonna be something beautiful, something powerful," she said, smiling through her tears. "We're keeping it private, but I can tell you it's gonna be in late spring. I want flowers everywhere, white roses, orchids, and gold accents. I want it to feel like heaven on earth." She giggled, leaning forward. "And yes, RZA and Riot, those lil angels, will be there too. I already told Stef, if our flower girl throws one rose petal wrong, I'm stopping the whole ceremony." The audience laughed, but her joy was contagious. Then she added softly, "I just want it to be full of love. No drama, no headlines, just family, peace, and forever." The moment she broke down. As the interview neared its end, the host asked, "If you could tell Stef one thing right now, what would it be?" Cardi inhaled deeply, but the tears came before her words. Her voice broke as she whispered, "Thank you for loving me when I didn't even know how to love myself." She paused, trying to speak through sobs. "You saw the real me, the broken parts, the scared parts, and you stayed. You didn't try to fix me, you just held me until I started healing. That's love. That's forever." Her hands covered her face, her long nails glimmering under the light as she cried openly. The crew stood still, some wiping their own eyes. Closing words. As the cameras faded out, Cardi turned to the interviewer and said quietly, "You know, people think I'm this loud, strong, unstoppable woman. But truth is, love made me softer, and that's my greatest strength." The final shot showed Cardi looking out the window, smiling through her tears as she whispered, "Stef, this one's for you." And in that moment, the world didn't see a celebrity, they saw a woman in love. Title: Cardi B breaks down to tears as she talks wedding to Stefon Diggs in exclusive interview. In a heartfelt, emotionally charged interview that left millions of fans glued to their screens, Cardi B opened up like never before, revealing the depth of her love, fears, and dreams as she talked about her upcoming wedding to NFL star Stefon Diggs. The Grammy-winning rapper, known for her bold energy and unfiltered honesty, showed a softer, more vulnerable side that had even the interviewer teary-eyed by the end. Ring a love story born in unexpected places. Cardi began by reflecting on the unexpected spark that ignited her relationship with Stefon. "It wasn't planned, I swear," she said with a trembling laugh. "I didn't expect to fall for him like that. We were just vibing, one day, talking about music, life, and goals, and the next thing I knew, I was catching feelings for this man." She described how their connection grew slowly but surely, not through grand gestures at first, but through understanding, patience, and consistency. "He's so patient with me," she admitted. "Like, I can be loud, I can be dramatic, that's just who I am. But Stef never tries to change me. He just listens. That's rare. Broken heart, he taught me to trust again." At one point, Cardi's voice cracked as she spoke about the emotional scars she carried from her past relationships. "You know, I've been through a lot," she confessed, eyes glistening with tears. "People think I'm strong all the time, and yeah, I am, but sometimes I'm just tired of fighting. Stef came into my life when I had stopped believing in love." The rapper paused, wiping her eyes as she continued. "He didn't rush me. He didn't judge me. He just stayed. And that right there, that made me feel safe again." The room fell silent as Cardi's vulnerability filled the air. Even the camera crew seemed to hold their breath. "Bride with veil medium skin tone, I want this wedding to be about love, not luxury." When asked about her upcoming wedding plans, Cardi B smiled softly. "You know, people expect me to go over the top, diamonds, castles, fireworks, all that," she said. "But honestly, I just want peace and love that day. I want something beautiful and real. I want to walk down the aisle knowing this is my forever." However, she did hint that Stefon has been secretly planning a few surprises for her big day. "He's sneaky like that," she laughed. "Always doing something to make me cry, the good kind of tears." Gemstone Stefon's proposal, I was shaking. For the first time publicly, Cardi shared intimate details about Stefon's proposal night, which took place on a private rooftop in Los Angeles surrounded by candles and roses. "He had this huge smile on his face, but his hands were shaking," she recalled. "And when he got down on one knee, I lost it. Like, I couldn't even breathe." She continued with emotion thick in her voice. "He told me I was his peace, his reason, his forever. That moment. I'll never forget it. I cried for an hour straight. Dove, I'm not just Cardi B anymore, I'm his wife-to-be. As the interview went on, Cardi spoke about how love has transformed her. I'm learning that being loved right changes how you see yourself, she said thoughtfully. I'm calmer now, more focused. When you have someone who believes in you even when you doubt yourself, that's everything. She revealed that Stefan had become her biggest emotional anchor, encouraging her music, her family goals, and her peace of mind. He don't care about fame, she said. He cares about me. The real me. Rose, I cry because I never thought I deserved this. In one of the most emotional moments of the interview, Cardi's voice broke completely as she whispered, sometimes I cry because I never thought I deserved this kind of love. He accepts my flaws, my past, my chaos, and still chooses me every day. She took a long pause, her makeup artist handing her tissues as she tried to compose herself. I always told God, if real love exists, please don't let me miss it. And he gave me Stefan. So yeah, I cry. But it's happy tears. Revolving Hearts fans react with overwhelming love. The moment clips of the interview hit social media, hashtag Cardi and Stef wedding began trending globally. Fans flooded the internet with messages of support, calling their love story pure, inspiring, and the real definition of growth. One fan tweeted, "To see Cardi so happy and peaceful is everything. She deserves this love." Another wrote, "I've never seen her speak with so much emotion. Stefan really changed her life." Shooting star looking ahead. Cardi ended the interview with a hopeful smile, saying, "I don't know what the future holds, but I know I want to spend every part of it with him. That's my best friend, my man, my everything." She looked directly into the camera and added with a laugh, "Y'all better be ready for this wedding, 'cause when I say it's gonna be love, I mean real love." As the credits rolled, the audience could still see the glimmer of tears in her eyes, proof that even the strongest hearts can melt when they finally find peace in another soul.
난 하늘을 보고 또 다른 나는 아래를 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주 행비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네. 난 구름 위를 날고 있어. 아래엔 간혹 도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주